Hey there guys, this is Canadian Phantom, and today I'm bringing you a Rush MOAB with the UMP. I don't know why it took me 15 prestiges to start using it, but it's actually an awesome gun. People say it's not as good as it was in number 2, but I don't really see the difference. I'll just go through the map specs really fast, because I have something very important to talk to you. So, UMP, silencer, no recoil, that's the way I like to use it, and this is a regular domination match on Underground with my buddy Big Jeff, so be sure to like the video just for his awesome name. So usually around this time of year, teenagers are looking for jobs that they can do over the summer so that they can make a bit of money before they go back to school. About a week ago, I took my resume to this new sports bar and grill that hasn't opened yet in a new subdivision near where I live. He actually called me back a couple days ago. I was scheduled for an interview with them last Thursday, and I was nervous the whole time because this was my first interview. I spent the whole night before with my dad just going over what I should do for an interview with my code, how you should talk, and what interviews are basically like. He told me though that the most important thing was to look sharp, and I already knew this because I go to a high school. What he said though actually made some sense because apparently within the first 5 seconds of meeting a potential employer, the person actually makes up their mind on whether or not they want to hire you. So then came the interview day. After spending the whole night sleepless, I was dead tired, but I was determined to look good for the interview. I went full out on what I wore though. I woke up, had a 20-minute shower, and then I think I took about 15 minutes on deciding what I wore. I wore a $70 shirt with $50 pants, which is 120 bucks right there. And then it took another 10 minutes to gel up my hair. Then I went down, had some lunch, and then I was off to my interview. Whenever I was going there, I was so nervous. I felt like I was shaking the car, like the car was having an earthquake or something. I guess there was no reason to get super scared about though, because every time somebody has to do something, this isn't just me, every time somebody has to do something that they're scared about, once they're done it, they feel like it was nothing and there's no reason to get nervous, and that's how I felt. So whenever I got to the restaurant, I walked in and they didn't even have the door on yet, but whenever I got inside, half the restaurant hadn't been built. I don't know why, but the sight of not seeing it built, it made me feel a bit less nervous. So at this point, I was really nervous, and what made it went down had to ask me any of the questions that I had gone over with my dad. I didn't really care though, because after he asked me the first couple of questions, I started to feel a bit more comfortable with him, and he was smiling half the time. He was one of those guys I think that just didn't really care about academics or anything. He was just there to run his bar. Then he said one thing that took all my nervousness away, and that was that if I'm there just to collect a paycheck, then I would do just fine. So after he said that, I basically just nailed the interview. Every question he asked me, he only asked me about 4 or 5. I just started getting less and less nervous after every single one. At the end of the interview, what he basically told me is that he wanted to hire me and that I had to go to orientation, where since it's a new restaurant, everyone had to go and meet each other next Thursday. And guess when that is? That's today. So now I'm very nervous again, and at this time it's about 4:51 and I have to be there for 6, so I should go eat. And what you're going to hear after is going to be my reaction to what happened after. Whenever I get back from it, I'll just add to this, and what you're about to hear is going to be me in basically 4 or 5 hours from now. So, Inception, go. This is not after, I just wanted to clear the whole Inception thing. I know it doesn't apply, so don't comment that. I'm just said it because it sounds cool. So, Aftermath, go. Hey guys, I just got back. It was pretty cool, but it was shorter than I expected it to be. I mean, I was expecting about 2 to 3 hours. That was about an hour and a half, I'd say. I think there's about 40 to 50 workers. They're put up into 2 separate groups. We were split up into 2 separate groups. There's the cookers, which is me, and then there's the waiters and the bartenders. At the beginning, we were all together in one big group, and I think I'm gonna like this job just because of the waiters. You should have seen them, guys. Like, half of them are hotter than any chick in my school, and they're all my age. This is gonna be one fun job. But seriously though, they named me the job of a line cooker and a dishwasher. Like, dishwasher, anybody can do, but working on a live line, I don't know how to do that. Half the people there that are in cooking, they probably apply for something else because nobody there except for like 2 people that work in their other restaurants actually know how to cook. So I have no clue what we're gonna do. I couldn't care less though, because they said they were gonna teach me, and I can't wait to get a paycheck. Like, I've never had a paycheck before, and I can't wait to get my first one. Probably do a video about that. Maybe I'll do around a 3 video segment about my first job and just show you guys how my life's going. I think I'm gonna make a second video about my first day on the job, and then my third one about getting my first paycheck. Probably a photo of me holding it, so you guys will finally get a chance to see what I look like. So I think that's about all for this first episode, 1 of 3, about my first job. And if you liked the video, be sure to like it. And if you want to see my sexy photo holding a fat paycheck, be sure to subscribe. So thanks for listening, guys. This is Canadian Phantom saying out. Peace.